Welcome to Spiritual Rebirth Sanctuary. I'm Dr. Madelyn, creating a safe space for you. And today, on Sunday, we are looking at romantic relationships. So I would like to take a look at Kyle Gray's Keeper of the Light. And so they're all different ascended masters, angels. So who is going to come and help you this week connect with your romantic relationship in a deeper way? And then I know at the end we will take a look at these angel answer cards. We'll ask 3 questions and get an answer. So you can start thinking about what your questions are for the end. And let us take a look at who will be working with you and helping you in your romantic connections this week. Odin. Okay, so I don't off the bat think of him as being very romantic, but I think that actually he was. Your third eye is open. You see truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Psychic insight with Odin. So this is actually a really helpful tool that he's offering to you, is a opening of your heart space, opening of your intuition, being able to hear your intuition a lot clearer. So as an empath and as a channeler, I often will feel the intuitions of others instead of just of myself. And so I know that for me, it'd be very nice to have Odin help me know what messages are for me, what is meant for me to follow and understand. I just thought of something. So I get accused a lot of waffling. So do you know what that means? It's like waffles, it's like dips and up, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I've been thinking about you. I don't want to talk to you. I've been thinking about you. I don't want to talk to you. That's kind of like extremes. But in your romantic relationships, I would accuse, and I have a lot of waffling. So it's probably somehow related to, I tend to channel the energy of other people. So I may be channeling, maybe I don't want to talk to somebody, but they want to talk to me. And so I have that waffling happy inside myself, or vice versa. And so I could be having a lot of things happening in my life that may not be truly me. The other thing I noticed on this card, you can see the wings of the raven. He really does. He has his messengers come in and share information with him. So Odin is a great one to help us learn to listen to our own intuition, to hear our own heart, our own truth in this situation. So I'm actually really excited. And then the underneath is Archangel Michael. So he is coming to protect. And I, as a Blu-ray starseed, I work very closely with Archangel Michael. You can see that little blue stone on his outfit. So he's connected with cobalt blue, with truth, with the sword. You are safe, angels. Stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Sometimes when we really wish and desire for something, it's very hard to let go and allow that a miracle to occur in our lives. So he is reminding us that that is going to be the most beneficial for us in our romantic relationships, is to let go and to allow things to unfold naturally. So let's take a look at Odin's message. Odin is the Norse all-father god who is revered to the present day. He is all-powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing God. His twin flame is Freya. Interesting, I was connecting to Freya yesterday. And like her, he has a raven totem. The story goes that he surrendered one of his eyes at a mystical spring called Mimir, so that he could gain the wisdom of the ages. He is a strong but somewhat wild character who helps us reawaken our natural psychic instincts and open our third eye to see, so we can look beyond the physical senses. You are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. So one of the cards that I get a lot in this Whispers of Love is basically the concept of things aren't as they seem. And so what Odin is saying is that, in these relationships, in these situations romantically, that you're finding yourself at this time, I will help to clear the path, help you to see what hasn't been seen before, and to make that clear. And I think both Michael and Odin are good at that. All right, let's take a look at some tarot, the Goddess Tarot, and see what we are being, what is coming forth at this time in relationships. The Queen of Wands. So a lot of passion is either something that you would like or something that has been happening in your life. And, many times we are placed on this earth for lessons and opportunities, and we are given an opportunity to have more passion in our lives. And that is such an important, beautiful thing. So this week, expect some passion. I don't know exactly what that will mean for you. It could be that you'll have more passion in your creative endeavors. It might be there's more passion in your love life. Other aspects of passion that may come out. So anything related to the sacral chakra, which is the chakra just below the belly button. So if you are connecting with the star seeds, and if you're interested in a cleansing and clearing of the chakras, on Saturday we did a nice meditation of activation, cleansing and clearing of the chakras, and activation of the light body. So if that's something that interests you. The Seven of Pentacles. So whatever is happening in your romantic relationship right now, really you've been working on for a long time. It's something that you've been planting the seeds, and it is ready to manifest in your life. So you are moving into that next phase in your journey. So remember, don't hold onto those seeds. So in the Bible, it talks about planting seeds. And so when the guy goes out and plants seeds, some of the seeds get planted in ground that has lots of weeds, and the weeds choke out the plants. And other seeds are planted in good ground and they grow up nicely. And some seeds, and that's what I think of with this card, some seeds are planted on ground that's too hard. It's kind of like a road. And the seeds aren't able to penetrate the soil and to be able to grow. So as you're planting these seeds, make sure that the ground is very fertile and ready for those seeds to be planted and to grow in your life. Oh, Freya. We were just talking about Odin and Freya. So and this is the power. She is bringing that power into your life. This is a 4 card. It's actually connected with the Emperor. But these cards are all goddesses. There's no masculine entities in the cards. So Freya is the twin flame of Odin. So we're being pulled to Odin this week and to Freya and their connection. Their power coming into our lives. So that is, that's, isn't it neat how things come together? Oh my goodness, why would we pull Freya of all the goddesses? And we just read about her connection. And, they have the same totem. Maybe for some of you, the romantic connection that you're going to have right now is the same totem, the same animal totem. She's coming through the sky, connecting with the air. And yet, it's the Emperor card, which is all about grounding and stability. So she's balancing both in your life. The grounding and stability and the running with the stars. And her chariot is being pulled by cats. That's really cool. I had to find the booklet. I felt like I should look this one up. Freya. Excuse me. Power. Freya, the Norse goddess of creativity, love, and beauty, shows that true power lies in the ability to discriminate between aggression and passivity, and the ability to choose between them at the right time. Oh, wow, that just reminded me of something. I just recently had an experience where somebody who has been very sweet and kind just came out very passive, very aggressive. And so, while on the one hand, they have a lot of gentleness, on the other hand, they have a lot of aggressive, like the opposite. And I feel like, we can, in a way, we can always treat others with that love and respect and not have to use this aggressiveness. But I know myself, learning to stay my truth, state what I believe, be a little bit more aggressive about it is really important. The ability to use power wisely. Awareness of one's power. The ability to lead and to inspire others. Knowledge of how to work the system. The reverse of this is oppressed by another's power and authority, insecurity, loss of personal power. So if we're in a situation where we feel like someone is being too aggressive, it's easy for us to lose our own power. And so that's the time to learn to stand up for ourselves. On the other hand, if we have too much if we're being administered too much passivity, are we reacting with more passivity or aggression? So Freya is coming to us and she's saying it's time to balance your power. Can you be just as powerful in a non-aggressive way as an aggressive way? I think there's something about her using cats to pull. You don't normally use cats, kitty cats, to pull your sleigh. And so it's kind of that juxtaposition of something different in your life. Let's see what other messages are coming out. A 3 of Staves. I was going to say there's a lot of, there's kind of an equal amount now of fire and earth. So it's just something that you've really been wishing for, watching for, longing for. It's kind of like this card typically is the merchant looking out over all of his boats, being very happy with what he's seeing. But I'm kind of seeing this as the wife standing there waiting for her husband to come home, from sea. Knowing that they're coming home today and she's out there waiting. So if you're out there waiting, you're not getting your chores done. And on the one hand, we might see it as, I don't wait for anybody. However, if you put aside your daily life and you stand there waiting for someone, is that showing your level of love and commitment for that person? Not just anyone's going to stand out there waiting for her husband to come home. The wife is. The children are. The ones who've really missed that person and longed for them are the ones that are going to be there. So she needs to be true to her own heart, true to herself. But at the same time, are there little things that we can do? Well, this is kind of a big thing, but it's like, are there little or big things that we can do to show that significant other in this romantic relationship our level of love and care for them? Strength. So I wanted to look this one up too. OYA. So this is the strength card in the tarot. Learning, and it says, learn to tame the things inside yourself and to have the strength to do that. The Yoruba goddess of the Niger River is considered a patron of female leadership and strength. Okay, so female strength and leadership is what the 8 is all about. The in this case is 11, but it's the strength card. Because of this, women will often ask her for the right words to gain power. The strength to create peace between opposing parties. And so the opposite is discord. So it's strength. She brings strength in leadership, feminine leadership. And so, again, the feminine doesn't have to be masculine or feminine. You know, it's this feminine leadership that you're being led to. You could be a guy or a girl, and you can still work with feminine leadership. So, we were going to end this with the 3 questions. So if you need to, you can pause the video, and we're going to use these angel answers. And so think of question number 1, and then I will pull a card for you. Question number 1. Take a deep breath. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay. So in this situation, you are not standing up for yourself enough. And I feel like I feel Artemis in here too. You might be struggling with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is where we have the skills and the abilities, but we kind of feel like we're lacking because we think it all just came through luck, and it's not really what we deserve. So you have to step back from that energy, erase that energy, and know that you deserve love in this situation. So whatever your situation you're asking about, whatever question you're asking, the answer is self-love, self-worth, and believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. Grab onto the knowledge that you deserve it. And if you're asking about a situation where you're not getting it, then you need to demand to be loved. Set those boundaries. If it means you walk away from the situation, sometimes that's what happens. Or it might be that just by telling the other person how you felt about something, you can walk into something new. You know, sometimes we're scared to say how we really felt because we don't want to lose the connection. But if we don't say how we really felt and we start getting bad feelings, we lose connection anyway. So just do it. Okay, question number 2. If you need to, stop the video, take a deep breath. Question number 2. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Isn't that what I was just talking about? Okay, so in this situation, whatever you're asking about, it's time to have that discussion. Go ahead, do it. Take the risk, take the chance. Tell them, hey, I love what you said to me, but the way you said it was wrong. Please don't talk to me that way again. What kind of heart-to-heart are you going to have? And then this has a fae in it. So maybe the fae are trying to help you in this relationship. Remember, you don't need to say thank you to them. Just be able to receive whatever help is given. And they just do it because they want to. Question number 3. Deep breath. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So whatever you're asking about, something to do with marriage. If you're already married, it might be that it's time to renew things in some way. If you are thinking of somebody, that's a yes, that marriage is in the cards. Now remember that free will is a big component here on this earth. It's a very nice thing, but it can be a little difficult because you could have the feelings of marriage in your heart, but they don't in theirs, or vice versa. And then it may not turn out the way that you had planned. However, there's still a lesson for you to learn. But the message here is that somehow marriage and weddings are coming into the picture. Okay, I hope that helped. It was accurate for you. Remember, just say what needs to be said. Maybe you are wanting to ask someone to marry you. All they can do is say yes or say no. Or somewhere in between. I gotta think about it. That's okay too. Thank you for coming to this relationship romantic reading on Sunday. We'll be posting the dailies next week, and I look forward to seeing you there.